6 million Jews killed, the Holocaust, genocide, 2/3 of Europe's Jewish population.
Has to be said over and over. Never again to anybody suffering.
Came to Jerusalem to say, never again.
Never again.
In the shadows of history, there are always warning signs. 25 years ago, the film Sunshine premiered. It told the intergenerational story of a Hungarian-Jewish family whose lives are forever changed by transformations in the world around them. What begins as hope and progress turns ever so slowly into something much darker. Antisemitism, like a disease, spreads in small, insidious ways before it can no longer be ignored. 25 years later, history seems to be repeating itself. In Canada, once a symbol of diversity and peace, the same hatred is emerging. The warning signs are all around us, but are we listening? Today, the TIFF Lightbox is hosting a 25th anniversary screening of Sunshine with a special guest in attendance. Robert Lantos is the film's producer, and as a celebrated Hungarian-Canadian filmmaker, this film was an opportunity to tell a deeply personal story.
At the beginning of World War II, there were 750,000 Hungarian Jews. At the end of World War II, there were 150,000. The others were murdered. Those who survived include my parents. Some of the stories in this film closely parallel my own family's story. Not only my own family, but probably most Hungarian Jews.
I'm asking you again, Jew. What are you?
Adam Schorsch, Doctor of Law, officer of the Hungarian Army.
We were witnessing the rise of anti-Semitism in Western Europe and thought that telling the story of Sunshine would bring to light the consequences of where Jew hatred leads. What I didn't imagine is that 25 years later it would be sweeping the streets and campuses and labor unions of Canada, and that synagogues and Jewish schools would be shot at and firebombed in Toronto. That I certainly did not imagine.
You know, when people ask the question, can it happen here, it seems preposterous. It seems we're talking Canada, democracy, liberal values, and yet we have rampaging mobs of Islamofascists on the streets of Toronto. We have a mayor who is complicit and lets her Jewish citizens swing in the breeze. It's outrageous.
After the Holocaust, the world cried never again. But if you ask the Jewish community, there is a very real fear of what's coming.
Yes, I think it could happen again, because just as they thought it could absolutely not happen, we were in that place before October 7th thinking it's impossible, can't happen here. Those who ignore history are doomed to repeat it.
It's happening every day here, that people are being marked as Jews. I met with someone just buying some plates, and when she knew that I came from Israel, she called me a Zionazi. It's very upsetting. I came to Canada because of the war in Israel, and because my partner is a Canadian Jew, we decided to come to somewhere where it is free and where we can live safely, and I don't feel safe in Canada right now.
My mother and grandmother were moved into the Budapest ghetto. 20 people were assigned to each tiny apartment.
I have my own reservations about just how impactful a film can be, but I can only hope that it makes a difference. That if you're truly committed to the two words, never again, that the barbarity of the Holocaust should never be repeated, then a film like Sunshine just shines a light on the events that can lead to such a barbarity.
Religion may not be perfect, but it is a well-built boat that can stay balanced and carry you to the other shore. Our life is nothing but a boat adrift on water, balanced by permanent uncertainty.
As we revisit Sunshine, the parallels are hard to ignore. The past is no longer just a memory. It's a reflection of our present, and action needs to be taken before history repeats itself. As for the film, Vision TV is working hard to bring Sunshine to your screen. Stay tuned for the chance to watch this historical epic. In Toronto, I'm Maximilian Aoki with ZoomerNews, part of the Zoomer Digital Network.